Welcome back to This Week in Big Sky Football. I'm your host, Megan Robinson, joined now by the head coach of the UC Davis Aggies, Tim Plough. Coach, last time we spoke, you said you didn't think your team was playing their best football yet. How close do you think they are now, a few weeks later, they are reaching their full potential?
Yeah, I thought this was the first week where we played consistently at the level I think we can play at, and it was a great moment for them. They've been pushing forward. Can they be consistent enough to put a bunch of drives together and play for a complete game? So I know we were really happy with the outcome on Saturday. Not so much with winning the game as much as just us playing well for the entirety of a football game. And hopefully that builds some momentum, which we're going to need as we go to the end of the conference here.
Quarterback Miles Hastings went 27 for 30 for 458 yards, 4 touchdowns, and only played in 3 quarters. What word would you use to describe his performance?
When I think of Miles, I just think of resiliency. I mean, he's a very resilient player. He's been through a lot in his career, ups and downs. I'm just so proud of him and happy that he's having these moments and people can see how talented and special he really is. He really makes this thing go. His accuracy, his ability to read the defense, get the ball out on time. Hopefully, again, he's built some confidence, get some momentum going. Because if he's playing like that, I think we're a tough team to stop.
Lan Larson seems to have a highlight reel worthy play every single game. This week, of course, it was that hurdle for the touchdown. How would you rate his overall athleticism and his ability to pull these rabbits out of his hat, so to speak?
I think every week, we get to the end of the game, and every week there's something we're watching on film. We're like, gosh, how in the world did he do that? It's something I think as the NFL scouts come by every week, they talk about that a lot, that you're so impressed with his balance, his athleticism. And I think what he's proven is, he's got over 1,000 yards total. So he's our leading receiver right now in receptions. He's obviously having a great year running the football. When you can have that type of skill set at that position, it just creates a lot of problems for defenses. So we've been able to get him the football in different ways, knowing that a lot of teams are trying to take him out of the run game. And for him to be able to show that athleticism in his route running and get him out in space and then to make people miss, that's what makes him, in my opinion, the best player in the country.
On the defensive side of the ball, Rex Connors' pick six marks your third defensive touchdown of the season. You've had a turnover in every game so far, 7 straight games with a turnover. Why is your defense so successful at forcing fumbles or interceptions?
The first thing I would say is it's something we practice, every week. We practice the fundamentals and techniques that it takes to create turnovers. Coach Coombs and the defensive staff do a great job schematically at creating confusion for the quarterbacks on the back end, and also creating situations where we can get multiple tacklers at the ball. And those are normally the things that are going to lead to turnovers in a game. So I think that we're doing a good job of mixing those two things. And then as for the scoring, we've made an emphasis from the start when I got here, like if you want to win a conference championship, if you want to compete in the playoffs, your defense needs to turn those turnovers into points. And so they take a lot of pride in trying to get the football and get in the end zone with it.
You will be facing the best receiver in the Big Sky this week when you head to Cheney to take on Eastern Washington and Efton Chisholm III. What is the key to trying to limit their big plays?
He is special. He's a great route runner. I think they do a great job of moving him into different spots within the formation. So he can line up in the slot, he can line up outside, he can line up in the backfield. And that just tells me he's a smart football player. We're going to have to find some ways, hopefully, to limit him, knowing that we probably won't take a guy like that out of the game completely. They just do a great job offensively of getting their playmakers the ball, and he's a tremendous player.